Kaley. We're my best friends in the entire world. We met when we were both 12. We met in October. And we met at a birthday party. That was our first time to talk to each other. First time we ever met was, what was it? Went to VBS with one of my friends, Sarah. Like, I went to VBS with her, and she was like, "This is my friend Kaley," and she kind of like said she was from Africa and stuff, and like kind of went off on how cool she was and everything. But I didn't really talk to her. And then in October of that same year, I met her at this birthday party. She was standing all by herself, and she wasn't really talking to anybody, so I was like, "Oh, I'll go over and talk to her," because I thought it'd be funny. So I went over and like I started talking to her, and we like started talking about like random things. We like started talking about books and like movies and stuff like that. And she's really into Lord of the Rings, and I thought that was cool because I can't sit still for the life of me. So like I went and we were talking about all these different things, and like I really liked her, and I was like, she's cool, you know, I like her. And I don't really know what specifically made me want to like her, but I really liked her. So after what was it, about 2 months, she started coming to my church. I'm like, we became really good friends and stuff, and like we went over to each other's house all the time. And of course the phone would ring in the middle of this. The phone is right behind me, as you may be able to see. And I'm sitting on the washer. Sounds weird, I guess. The phone's ringing. It's okay. I'll go to the answering machine. My dad's a pastor at this church that like is next door to us, and so I live in the parsonage, so I don't always answer the phone for the purpose of I never knew who was calling. So so like we became really good friends, and like we started hanging out all the time and everything, and we talked and everything, and so we started talking and everything, and like in June of the same year she came. I went to her recital. She's amazing at dance. I love Kiwi. And so like went to her dance recital, and she was incredible. I mean, I've never seen anybody like dance as good as she is, and I don't care if anybody else thinks she's not as good, but she's amazing to me. Went to her dance recital, and that night, that was the last time I got to see her. And she moved to Texas, and I moved up here where I live now. And she's been all over the place, and I've stayed in the same spot. And like both of our parents are kind of in the ministry, and like so everything's kind of like insane. And we became like friends through the internet and through writing letters, and like we didn't talk on the phone or anything really, but like we wrote letters to each other all the time, and like we both have all of our letters saved up. And so this video project is kind of for like us to become different kind of friendships, because she doesn't get to see me very much because I'm really bad about not taking pictures of myself. So like I'm not a big fan of like seeing myself in camera or whatever. And so we've decided we're gonna do this, and like I'm going to do a video once a week, and she's gonna do a video once a week. And it's kind of cool, I guess, because like the way she is and the way I am, we're both kind of nerds, and like we like this kind of stuff, and like we like to go on YouTube and randomly do things because we're just that way. And so like something I really liked about Kaley, and something I still do, is that she's okay with being that way. And I know it might sound a little weird sometimes that like you're okay with being yourself. I know that like it's out there now, and everybody's like, yeah, you know, we're so cool, but it's true with me and Kaley. We're both really okay with not having to be like everybody else, and not having to just be the same as everybody else, because sometimes things happen, and you can't be like everybody else. You just can't. Okay, so me and Kaley's letters were like hilarious and everything, and like she always like used to write random things. Like I remember this one letter where like I wrote on the side, and I like wrote really weird and stuff like that, and we've always done things like that together. We've always come up with ideas that like make no sense, and it's insane. But I love Kaley to death. I mean, I can't explain how much she means to me. And I'm excited to see her face and her talking to me and stuff. One random question is, why do you have an awesomer camera than I do? And I want your camera, so can you send it to me? And then that's one random question. We have a bunch of rules that we have to like go through and everything, and one of them is you can only ask one random question, because I chase bunny rabbits. And so yeah, one of the questions is specifically geared towards Kaley, and her nickname is Kiwi, and my nickname is Weasel. But like I'm allergic to kiwis, so I always felt weird calling her Kiwi, because I'm like, I'm allergic to you, which probably isn't a good thing. I'm allergic to like everything, so like it's not that big of a deal. But I'm Weasel. That's my sister gave me the nickname. I'm not sure who gave you the nicknames. Tell me who you gave me, because we're random, and we like to do things together and stuff. And also, I'm sitting in my kitchen on the washer. Just thought you should know that. This is the phone. That's the nook behind me.